My students and the viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Asit Sadhu. The name of my channel is Schooling and Preaching by Asit Sadhu. Now I am going to discuss about a happy life, about the idea of a happy life. The idea of a happy life is very controversial matter. It's a matter of the mind. It's a mental playground. It's a game of the mental playground. It's a mental attitude. What constitutes happiness is a controversial, is a debatable matter. But if we want happiness from our heart, from the core of our heart, we must get it. To achieve happiness, we must respect some very fundamental values of our society. We must be respectful and we must offer honor to our elders, to the society, to the country, to the neighboring people, and to all the people. We must be devoted to the nature, to the environmental elements, to our ecology, and for maintaining the ecological balance. Because our environmental elements, that is our natural environment, has a great effect on our life. This is very significant in establishing happiness in the life of a man. We must have cooperation with each other. We must have unity among the people. The people in general do not understand these values of life. These values of life form our life in the true sense of the word. If we want to man in the true sense of the word, we must be happy. An unhappy man who is always tensed and depressed and suppressed cannot be a man in the true sense of the word. To be a happy man, we must understand the fundamental sides of our life. We must understand that too much money, crores of bank balance, buying some gorgeous flats and magnificent cars, valuable other things and other external resources are not the sources of a happy life. These external things are necessary for the development of our life, but these cannot guarantee to establish happiness in the life of man. It is correct that without these external resources, our happiness cannot be set up in the true sense of the word. These external resources are needed to some extent, but these are not final conditions or final elements for establishing happiness in the life of man. Man should not want impossible. Sometimes it is always observed by knowledgeous people that people want impossible. And here lies the misery of the people. What is not possible cannot be pursued because our mind always creates impossible things to occur in the life. We think that valuable things make our life happy and peaceful and contented, but this is not at all correct. This can give us happiness to some extent, but that is not lasting. That is very temporary happiness in our life. We must have unconditioned happiness. These are all conditioned happiness. What is conditioned happiness? When we take food, we are happy. When we get a job, we are happy. When we buy a gorgeous flat, we are happy. When we purchase a magnificent or valuable car, we are happy. When we have a good sleep, we are happy. When we go for shopping and buy some valuable clothes and ornaments, we are happy. But this kind of happiness does not last a long time because these are conditioned happiness. When the condition removes, our happiness also vanishes. We must have to some extent, unconditioned happiness. It is called spiritual happiness, and it is the happiness in the true sense of the word. Happiness is such a thing which can never be perfect. In this world, there is no perfect man, and this world itself is not perfect. So we do not contemplate upon getting some perfect thing or being oneself a perfect man or to live in a perfect world, to live in the heaven. These are not correct at all. Happiness, in the true sense of the word, would be done in the mind, which creates happiness and unhappiness in the mind. If we go somewhere else from our permanent address, we think that there we will get happiness. But the mind is going with you, which creates happiness and unhappiness. So the mind should be controlled to some extent. We should know the science of mind management, because mind is everything. Happiness is created in the world of our mind. Mind creates everything. Mind makes you affluent, and mind makes you poor, needy. You have so many resources, but you can be depressed. You cannot be contented. You can suffer from tension, suffer from suppression, depression, and discontentment, etc. Human life is a mixture of affluence and adversity. The favorable conditions will come and go, and the adversities will come and go. These are natural, and we have to observe them. We have to be sure of them, not to suffer from them. We have to know the facts and conditions and the happenings of the cosmic world of the universe. In the universe, everything is happening in its own way. There we have nothing to do. We are non-doers, we are non-subject. We think that we are subject, but we are, according to our Vedantic Shastra, Vedantic scripture, we are non-doers. That is, we do nothing. Only happening in this universe, everything is happening in its own work and consequences. We think that I am eating, but it is not eating. It is not correct. Where does this hunger come from? Your hunger, where it comes from? Question yourself. Do you know where it comes from? You do not eat. The processing is going in the natural environment. That is we called God. What is happening is happened in the hands of God. God is doing everything. Krishna is doing everything. You can call it Krishna, can call it God, can call it true, call it Bhagavan, etc., etc. So happiness is in the mind of man, and some kinds of external happiness can be obtained by external world. That is the world, the system of our political system must be safe and full of security, because these hamper our temporary happiness and permanent happiness. Both make up our happiness in the life. Thanks. Please give me like, comment, and subscribe me. Thanks.